I'm in the very fortunate position to have passed all my EASA PPL exams, and if I'm honest with you, I can hardly believe it. For some pilots, the written exams can become the bane of your life. There's a lot of them, and I'm going to try and tell you how I've passed them and how I've done it pretty quickly. My method though isn't the conventional way to go about it, and for some people it won't work, but to be honest with you, I'm just trying to give you a little bit of advice to get you through these sodding exams. So starting again after a 2-year break in January, I got my aviation law and operational procedures passed really quickly, which enabled me to fly solo, but then I thought, what's best to do for me to finish off my exams? And this really for some people isn't the right way to do it, but I said, look, I'm not going to take any more exams until I've finished my qualifying cross country, and I'm going to ban myself from flying until I've done all my exams, when I'll do my practice skills test, like a review lesson, and then an actual skills test, which to be honest has worked out perfectly because 3 days ago I've completed my skills test. Now my method of passing these exams is unconventional, I think I've said that, but to be honest I passed with very high percentages on most of the exams, and for me this method really works. So if you like it, give it a go. If not, do your conventional studying, start off reading through a textbook, making notes, and then at the end of it do some exam papers. That's great. I went about it the complete opposite way. The exams for your EASA PPL are all multiple choice, and they're written in the little tick boxes, so you answer A, B, C or D, which is great. And there are some fantastic tools out there to help you pass these exams, because to be fair, there's only a certain amount of things they can ask you to do with the weather, to do with flight planning and performance, to do with, anything that you get on this sodding syllabus. There's quite a large question bank out there, but it's changed since the old PPL Confuser days, so I managed to find a couple of great tools which got me through. Tool number 1 comes in the form of an app on your beloved smartphone, and I'm a huge advocate of this app. I found from doing this app that I'd walk into the exam and find most of the questions that were on the iPhone app would come up on my paper. So in theory, what I was doing was learning the answers. Whoa, that's not the way to study. Well, it's not, but then I thought, well, is this what I really should be doing? Because I was really paranoid that, okay, I could learn all these answers and I'm going to miss out big gaping holes in all my training. But I found I wasn't passing these papers straight away. My percentages were 30-40%, so I was really conscious that what I would do is I'd get an answer wrong, then I'd screenshot the iPhone, and then I'd get my textbook and I'd read upon that, and I found this really let me build up my knowledge of the topics really quite quickly. So after doing my aviation law and operational procedures, I had 7 more written exams to take, which I took in the space of a month. Some of them are common sense, such as human performance. I found that really simple with not much revision. But yet again, there were some trick questions in there, and that's why the app was great. So once you've gone through some questions on the app, and you've read up on the answers, and you're getting really high percentages, you're passing each paper, and the pass mark's 75% by the way, if you didn't know that. You may be getting like 85, 90, 95%, that's great. It's then time for you to move the stuff you've learned from that app into sort of a written form of an examination. There we are. So I found these unbelievably good books from A for AFE, and these are EASA revision guides. So in here you can actually look at all of the syllabus. So here we are, PPL weather minima. This is in the aviation law book, and it tells you about all the signals on the signal square and just the main important things on the exam. In the back of these fantastic guides, great job AFE or AFE or whatever, you have 3 exam papers. So again, I'd work my way through these papers, I would see how I did. If I got some questions wrong, I'd then reference my textbook and I would research that topic really deeply, and then I'd do the next paper. And then the night before the exam, I would do paper number 3 and see what percentage I came out with. So a good example of this is on aviation law. I took the paper at the flying school, I got 100%, and it took me about 10 minutes because the majority of questions from the iPhone app and from the AFE revision guides came up on the paper. This method, although not cheating but is a clever way of answering it, I think, you have to be careful. You can't just in theory learn the papers, because then other things you won't know about on aviation law or operating procedures. When you get the question wrong, you don't just wait for that question to come up again and then you remember the answer. You need to get that question wrong, screenshot from the app, research in the textbook. So I really hope thinking about doing the exam slightly differently, maybe backwards, might help you. As I said, this won't work for everybody, and it's really important that you do read up on the knowledge that you don't really know, and you're not just learning each single question on the paper. I've put the link for the 8th revision guides in the description, and also the iPhone app from iTunes, or maybe it's on the Google Play Store, I'm not too sure. Comment below if you want any further help, or if you want to know a little bit more about the exams, or just my methods of studying. I'm always here to help, and it's not a problem at all, so just drop me a message below. Thanks guys, and I'll speak to you soon.